Welcome, I'm Jenny Burns. In this tutorial we'll discuss Kahoot, an online gaming tool for education. This tutorial was created for Tech 4803-6803, Integrating Tech for Learning with Dr. Sun. Upon completion of this tutorial, you should be able to sign up for a free Teacher Kahoot account, create a challenge quiz using Kahoot, share the Kahoot challenge with others, and review results from the challenge. Let's get started. In a web browser of an internet-connected device, we'll begin by typing kahoot.com into the address bar. I'm using the Chrome web browser for this tutorial, but any web browser should be compatible. This will take us to the Kahoot homepage as displayed on the screen. In the upper right corner, we will need to click on the green Sign Up button to create an account. Kahoot will ask you to choose an account type. For this tutorial, we'll set up a teacher account, so I'll select the teacher option. Next, Kahoot wants to know about the type of educational environment you work in. For this tutorial, we'll select School. We have several options to sign up for an account. I will choose to use my email to sign up, but you may select one of the other options. To protect my privacy, I'll enter this information off camera. Once I have entered my email and desired password, I will click Sign Up to continue. Kahoot offers several packages to sign up for at a cost, but everything we need to do to create and share a Kahoot can be done for free under the basic package. Click the Continue for Free button. Kahoot will take you to the home page for your newly created account. To create our first Kahoot, I'll click the blue Create button in the upper right corner of the page. Kahoot will then ask if I'm creating a Kahoot or a course. In this tutorial, I'll select Kahoot so that we can set up a Kahoot challenge. Kahoot gives you options to create a new Kahoot from scratch or to use a pre-made template. You are welcome to select some of the available templates, but I will warn you that some of these items require an account upgrade for a fee. We want to keep our Kahoot free, so I will pick the new Kahoot to start from scratch. This is the question building template. You'll notice that you have the option in the middle of the page to find or insert media. Let's check that option out. Kahoot has a wealth of stock images available. However, you are limited in the number of images you can use on a free account. You also have the option to upload your own images. We don't really have a need to add images to the questions we'll be adding today, but keep this option in mind. I'll press Escape to exit this pop-up menu without selecting an image. Back on our question screen, we also have the option to select a theme. As with other features we've discussed so far, customizing some features require an account upgrade for a fee. To keep our Kahoot project free, I'll default to the standard Kahoot background. Next, we'll need to type in a question in the question text box. Now that we have a question, we can begin entering answer choices by typing in the answer text box. We've entered our first answer choice, so now we can add up to 3 additional answer choices. Each answer choice will need to be typed in a separate text box. Once our answer choices have been entered, we can select the correct answer by clicking the unfilled circle on the appropriate answer choice. A check mark will appear indicating the correct answer choice. Now we can make adjustments to the default question settings. The first option is question type. In this instance, by default, we have set up a quiz-based question. This is the desired format for our Kahoot, so we will leave this quiz selected. Next, we can assign how much time students will be given to answer the question. Kahoot defaults to 20 seconds for quiz questions, and I think that is a good amount of time for questions we will cover in this Kahoot. If you are giving more detailed question types, though, you would want to consider adding additional time. You can also adjust how many points students get for answering a question. You can give students the standard amount of points for a question, make the question worth double points, or make a question worth 0 points. Our students like to see point awards for their hard work, so I'll select the standard points for this question. Kahoot also gives the option to assign a single answer or assign multiple correct answers. Assigning multiple correct answers is a premium feature requiring a paid upgrade, so we will stick to the single select answers for now. Now we are ready to add an additional question. To add an additional question, click the blue Add Question button on the left side of the menu. A new question window will pop up. We can still see our first question in the main menu. To avoid redundancy, I'll add 2 additional questions to the project using the same settings I used for question 1 off screen. Now that we have a Kahoot project with 3 questions, I'm ready to start finalizing the challenge. Before we can share with our students, we need to adjust the settings for the challenge as a whole. To do this, we need to click on the Settings button at the top of the page. A settings menu will appear. The first thing we want to address are title and description. We need to give our challenge a name and provide a brief description of what users will be doing in this challenge. The next step is the most important in sharing with our students. Make sure that under Visibility, Public is checked. This allows others whom we share our challenge with to view it. While on the Settings menu, you can also make changes to the challenge cover image, the language the challenge is presented in, where the challenge is saved within your account, and the lobby video. We will not stray from default settings on these items for the purpose of this tutorial though, so I'll select the green Done button to save my settings. Now that all of our questions are entered and our settings have been saved, we'll need to save the challenge. In the upper right hand corner, click the blue Save button. A pop-up menu will appear giving you the option to test the Kahoot, play now, or share with others. It is important to note that if you use the Share It with Others option, it will share the entire challenge setup rather than just allowing users to play the game. To share with students so that they can play the challenge, I will select Play Now. Kahoot gives 2 options: Start, which allows you to play the game with students in real time in class, or Assign, which will allow students to participate in the challenge on their own time within a set time frame. For this tutorial, we want to set it up so students can take the challenge to prepare for a test, so we'll use the Assign option. The Kahoot assignment menu allows you to set a date and time for the challenge to close. Let's assume we have a test on this material on the afternoon of April 29th. I'll adjust the date and time for the challenge to close April 29th at 8 a.m. Next, remember the 20-second limit we set earlier when building our questions? Kahoot defaults to a timed question format, but if you wish to turn off that feature, you can do so on this menu. You can also select to randomize answer order. I like to turn this on to keep students on their toes and make them pay attention to what is being asked, so I'll click this feature on. You can also turn on a nickname generator to randomly assign players a nickname. While this option will allow students more anonymity on the ranking report, it will prevent you from following student progress. For this assignment, I will leave this feature turned off. Now I can click the green Create button to save the settings. Upon creation of my Kahoot challenge, I am redirected to the Reports page of my Kahoot challenge. On the Summary page, I can copy the challenge URL to share it with students through email, through Microsoft Teams, through social media, through Google Classrooms, or I can post the link in the class learning management systems for students to access. Once students have begun to take the challenge, I can click on the Players tab to see the results on the ranking board. Here we see individualized scores and rankings for 3 students. We can also see a breakdown of questions by clicking on the Questions tab. A list of challenge questions along with the statistics for each question will appear. You can view this page to identify content areas that you may need to further clarify for students. This page will continue to update as additional users take the challenge. On behalf of Tabitha Ivy, John Sparrow, and myself, Jenny Burns, thank you for watching our tutorial. Happy Kahooting!